If you get sick, it's a storm. It's not a light switch. So what creates the storm? Obviously your diet, your stress levels, your sleep, whether you've been traumatized. Ooh, that creates a big storm. Anxiety, depression, all of those things factor into whether or not you get sick.
With my autoimmune disease, you talk a lot about mindset and motivation. When you talk about how stress, depression, anxiety are inflammatory.
Absolutely. So when you look at your overall health, it's not just about your food, although food is a very important part of basically is what it is, not just basically, it is what your cells are made out of, what your immune system is made out of. So if it's made out of McDonald's, you're going to be sick. Right? I just watched Super Size Me with my 13-year-old. He's still in shock. He's just, and he knows the health deficit. What shocked him the most was the addiction that the guy knew he was dying, but still craved the next burger. That's what's cycling through his mind the most. Like, wow. People, I mean, they told him that his liver was failing and he still was like, oh yeah, I feel so good eating my burger, right? So there's a lot to it. So diet is definitely a big factor, but also your emotional health, your sleep, how you deal with stress, all of those affect your body. So when I think about disease, by the time you get a disease, it's not like a light switch. Most people feel that way. They feel like I was healthy and then one day I woke up in pain or one day I woke up exhausted. But it's not really like that. It's more like a storm system. So you have, the pressure, the elevation, the temperature, right? The humidity, all of those different things factor in to create a storm. Right? And what kind of storm it is depends on all those factors. Well, it's the same way with your health. If you get sick, it's a storm. It's not a light switch. So what creates the storm? Obviously your diet, your stress levels, your sleep, whether you've been traumatized. Ooh, that creates a big storm. Anxiety, depression, all of those things factor into whether or not you get sick. So, you asked about depression, anxiety being inflammatory. Absolutely. If you look at inflammatory markers in the bloodstream, you can see that they are elevated in people with depression and anxiety, so much so people with trauma have extremely high rates of disease, including cancer, autoimmune diseases, right? Because it's inflammatory.